to my channel. I hope you are doing so well. We have just hit 5,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. I'm so grateful for all of you who watch my videos. Thank you so much. So I thought today I would do a little get ready with me. I'm just about to do my makeup for the day. As you can tell, I'm very barefaced, so I thought it'd be fun to just sit down, do my makeup and have a little chit chat with you guys, kind of for a chance for you guys to get to know me a bit better, because I feel like a lot of my content is quite corporate in the sense that I'm sitting down talking about books. There's not much going on about me, but yeah, I just want to get a little bit more personal with you guys, get a little connection going on. But yeah, let's get started. If you're wondering, I've already done my skin prep. I literally just use moisturizer, a bit of serum and some lip balm for my lips. Also, if you see me looking above and over the camera quite a lot, it's because my mirror is behind. I didn't know where else to put it, so I promise I'm not purposely trying to not look at you guys. We hit 5,000 subscribers literally like 2 days ago, and that is mind-blowing to me. I literally only started posting on YouTube probably in like January, so I cannot believe that my channel has grown this fast. It makes me so happy that people are enjoying my videos, trust my book recommendations, and are just interested in me. Also, I forgot to mention, just in case you're interested, I will be linking all the products I'm using down below so you won't miss anything, because I will probably forget to tell you while I'm yapping away. But yeah, since I've gained a following on here, I'm really starting to take it a bit more seriously. If you didn't know already, I am primarily a booktoker. That's where I started my journey. I started posting on Booktok I think in like 2021, and that's where I post pretty much every day. So if you're looking for consistent book recommendations, definitely check there, or I do repost them on my shorts feed on here. Oh my gosh, the hay fever is rife right now in this country because of the heat wave. If my eyes seem a bit red to you, it's because I've got really bad allergies at the moment. But anyway, as I was saying, I repost pretty much every single one of my Booktok videos on my shorts. So if you want to like get a really quick recommendation, or like see my videos but just on this platform instead, just go straight to my shorts tab. They're the exact same of what I post on TikTok. Yeah, I'm really enjoying posting long form videos. I feel like I was really put off doing that a lot sooner, because obviously I started my Booktok in 2021, so why didn't I just jump straight into YouTube? I just felt like I couldn't talk that long for books. I felt like I just didn't know what to say. But this year I was like, no, I'm gonna step into it. I can do it. I became a lot more comfortable in front of the camera filming my Booktok videos, because I used to only film the ones where it's like filming the books on like the bed and like throwing them off. But no, since I got more comfortable having my face in front of the camera and talking, I knew I could do BookTube, and I'm so glad I started in January, because look what it's become already, and it's only June. So as there is a lot more of you here now, I decided to upgrade my setup. I usually film just on my iPhone, which is perfect. Like if you want to start doing like TikTok or YouTube, you could definitely just use your iPhone. That's what I'm on right now, and the quality is great. It's so easy. I've just got like a normal short little tripod I bought from like Amazon for like £10, and it has done me a great service. However, as I said, now there's more of you here and I'm taking this a bit more seriously. I'm posting a bit more regularly. I just want to upgrade everything, and to be fair, the only problem I have filming on my phone is that I can't really see myself, because I film with the back camera because the quality is so much better than the front. However, that means I can't see myself, so I usually just film with a mirror like balancing behind my phone so I can see everything. But obviously that's not very practical long term. So the camera I got was the Sony E10 something like that. I might tag it down below if you're interested, and it has like a screen that pops out the side, so I'll be able to see myself, line myself up, and not have to like balance a mirror behind, and like it'd be really inconvenient. So I'm very excited for that. I'm hoping you'll definitely be able to see a quality change in my videos. If you do notice it and you like it, please let me know so I know my investment was worth it. And when I get this new camera, I honestly have so much content planned. I'm so excited. You might not have seen, but in my post section on my channel, I did ask a couple days ago if anybody had any recommendations of what videos I want to see long form, and a couple of you did answer. But if any of you have any suggestions, or if there's something you desperately want to see from me long form, just put a little comment in there and I'll add it to my list. But so far lots of people have said reading vlogs, and I would love to do that. I'm a bit of a slow reader, so it might be a bit of a long video, but I don't see that as a bad thing, so I'm definitely going to look into that. I also want to do a couple more vlogs, just like regular vlogs, like everyday vlogs, incorporating reading in it as well, but I do enjoy them and they're so easy to film. And then of course I will also be posting lots more book recommendation videos. I have so many different ideas, just like trope based recommendations, genre based recommendations, my every single book I have on my TBR, so definitely look out for them. I also am going away to 2 exciting places in August, and I'm definitely going to film when I go there and do lots of content, may that be vlog or like book videos or book pictures for my Bookstagram if you want to follow me on there. I do try my best to post as much as I can, but I would class myself more of like a video expert than I am a picture. I don't know if I'm very good at taking these aesthetic photos, but I do try. So if you want to follow me on that, I will leave the link in the description. I just realised I forgot to put my powder on. It is way too hot and sweaty in the UK at the moment to go without it, so let's just ignore the order I'm doing this in. I am no makeup professional by far, but I just like to have fun with it. Speaking of my Instagram, if you do follow me on there, that is where I post all my exciting announcements. But if you don't follow me on there, I did announce the other day that I am a part of the Abbott Line Collective. And if you don't know, Abbott Line is a jewellery brand based in Bath, England, and they've got some beautiful pieces. So I definitely will be posting a lot of their new collections on my account, also showing off the pieces I have amongst my book content, because I think jewellery and books go so well together. It's such fun content to make. It's really made me get a bit more creative with my pictures, so that is very exciting and I can't wait to see what the future holds with that. I also do quite a few book ads for lots of upcoming books over on my Booktok and sometimes on my Instagram depending, and I do have a couple of them coming up. I'm very excited to post those because some of the books that I have been asked to review lately are just absolutely amazing. I did a ad recently on the book Captain of Fate by Catherine Webber, and that book is honestly my summer book. Like, I read it and I was like, I'm ready to go to the beach. This is incredible. It's about pirates and mermaids, absolute vibes. If you do want to check that video out, it's on my Booktok. I'm also very honest in my ads. I would never promote a book I didn't think I would like, or if I didn't like it I wouldn't lie about it, so I promise you can trust me. But yeah, I'm so excited for the ones I've got upcoming, so definitely watch that space. Speaking of reading, I have actually been in one of the biggest slumps I've ever been in. I don't know what went on with me. I just was in like an absolute reading kick at the start of the year, and then the last 2 months I just haven't wanted to pick up any book. Like, it's not the book's fault because there's so many books I really want to read, but I just couldn't pull myself to do it. I just wasn't in the headspace. I was struggling with my anxiety a little bit, which I will touch on later because I know it is really helpful to other people with anxiety, and I love watching people talk about their anxiety and things to help with it, so I definitely want to do that too, just in case anyone else out there has anxiety and needs some coping mechanisms or something like that. As the weather has been absolutely beautiful in the UK, we've been hitting like 30 degrees Celsius weather. It's been so warm, so humid. I bought this little deck chair that sits outside of my garden, and I have been sitting on that the past couple of days in the sun, and I'm back on track with my reading. If you want to follow me on my Goodreads and Fable, that is also in the description, and I have been updating books like there is no tomorrow, and I'm so happy about it because honestly reading makes me so happy, especially in the sun. So I'm glad that the reading slump just disappeared as soon as the sun came out. I actually read Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams the other day. I finished it, and oh my gosh, I cannot believe that I hadn't read that book before. I was such a romance reader before I became like a romantasy and mystery reader as well, and I never even knew about that book. I actually won it in a giveaway, I believe, a couple months ago, and it's been sat on my shelf ever since. I haven't really wanted to pick it up. Like, I was really in a fantasy kick, if I'm being honest, but then when the sun came out I thought I'm in the mood for a romance, and I am so glad I picked that one up because it's honestly my top romance book I've read this year. I think it's the only romance book I've read this year so far, but that's besides the point. It was absolutely stunning. The main character was so like cute and awkward, and I just saw so many elements of myself in her, and I feel like that's the best kind of books where you can kind of relate and then you feel a lot more connected to the characters. And the male main character is absolutely swoony. I do know that the book is, I think, the second in the series, so I'm kind of reading it out of order. However, I spoke to a couple of my Bookstagram friends and they said they did the same thing, and it honestly doesn't affect the story. So I would say if you're going in and you want to read Practice Makes Perfect but you haven't read When in Rome, or the third book, I can't actually remember what that's called, but I'm going to be getting that, you can read it in any order. But I just honestly can't recommend it enough. I could not put it down. I literally don't think my eyes were peeled off that page the whole time. And now that I finished that, I have gone out of the romance genre and back into the romantasy genre, of course, and I'm doing a reread of This Woven Kingdom. And if you don't know about this Woven Kingdom, it is the same author as the Chatty series, Tahira Mafi, and it is like a whole new world, a whole new story, and it is amazing. As I said, I'd already read the first book a couple years ago, I believe, when it came out, and then I've got the rest of the series but didn't read it, and because it's been so long, I was like, I don't really remember what happened, so I'm going to reread it. I'm on like page 200 out of 400, and I'm absolutely loving it all over again. I completely forgot how beautifully written it is. I highly recommend if you're a romantasy or fantasy lover. That is my reading plans for the next couple of days. Probably do a review on every single book, so look out for that. It's one of those series where I just need everyone to read it so I can talk about it with them, because I feel like it's so underrated. No one's read it. Obviously I feel like everyone's read Chatty, and it's not similar in the sense it's not dystopian, it's like full fantasy, but I would say the two main characters, like Juliet and the main character in this Woven Kingdom, Eliza, are so similar. They're both like powerful spirited people who are looking to rise and become something, and I don't want to give anything away, but yeah, I think if you have read Chatty, you will love this book series. I don't know how this turned into such a book recommendation video, but I just have to say how amazing those books are. And back onto like anxiety or things like that, I feel like reading has definitely helped me. I don't know why I always stop. Like, anxiety makes me want to stop reading and get me into slumps. However, when I start reading again, it honestly soothes me so much, and it makes me feel in such a better headspace. So it's kind of like a vicious circle going on. Like, I have to pull myself out to like see the light again. But yeah, honestly, it's easier said than done, as we all know, if you suffer from anxiety. But I really do recommend, if it's something you struggle with, try pick up a book. Try your very, very best to pick up a book, because it really does help. I have also got this magnesium cream which I put on before I read, and obviously I'm not a professional or anything. Just putting yourself in such a calm headspace, getting a book out, and sometimes after I do a little meditation, which I have never done before. I didn't really believe in it. I was like, listen, a meditation is not going to help the way I feel. However, I have found a woman, I think she's called Victoria, and her podcast kind of meditation thing on Spotify is called the Manifestation Collective, and this isn't sponsored. It kind of sounds like it is. I wish it was. But she does the most amazing soothing like headspace videos, and I'm obsessed with them at the minute. Sometimes I will listen to them when I'm reading, and it really puts me in such a calm place, and I highly recommend. I'm actually already done with my makeup. It's literally just a lazy day. I'm not really doing anything apart from filming this video and doing some work bits on my laptop, so I didn't really go full glam or anything like that. So I guess for the rest of this video I can just sit back and talk to you guys. Also, randomly, another thing that probably got me into my reading slump as well as not feeling my best was I have been obsessed with Love Island at the minute. I never used to be a Love Island girl, wouldn't watch it, wouldn't have anything to do with it, but I did watch 2022's, and then I watched this year's, and I'm hooked. So even though it has put me in a bit of reading slump, because all I've wanted to do is watch Love Island and look at the clips and all this stuff and just constantly be on my phone, it is a great escape. Obviously, as I'm primarily out my reading slump, I'm learning to balance that a bit more. I even have taken myself out of the book buying ban I put myself in by accident. Yesterday I went into my local Waterstones and I bought a book, just one. I wanted to buy more, but I was like, no, you cannot do that. You have so many books on your shelf. I might even make a how many books from my TBR video, because I honestly think there's probably over 100, which is really bad. But the book that I bought is The Wolf Den by Elodie Harper, and I have been wanting to read this book for so long, you have no idea. I believe it is about a slave in Pompeii, and it's apparently such a powerful and tender story. I cannot wait to read it. This is so up my street. I've been really into like mythology and historical retellings lately, so this I think is going to be absolutely up my street. But if you are the lovely worker at Waterstones who sold me this, I'm very sorry for not buying the book you recommended. I'm honestly such a people pleaser. I wasn't really looking for anything specific. I have known for ages I wanted this book, and I've been into a couple Waterstones in like past couple of months, and I was like, I really want this book, but it was not in any of them, and I didn't want to order it in. I just was like, if it will be, it will be. So I walked into this Waterstones with my boyfriend, and I was like, if I find this book I will get it, but if not, I don't think I'll get anything. I'm trying to be a bit frugal with my book buying, even though I want to buy some more books and I've taken myself out of the ban. So I walked in, I was looking for quite a while for this book, couldn't see it anywhere, and then the lovely worker obviously saw me and he recommended me a book, and it was by, I think, Lucy Foley, the mystery author, and he was saying how good it was and how I should definitely get it. And I did pick it up because I was going to get it, because honestly it compelled me, and I was like, do you know what, I can't find the book I want, let's just treat myself. And then my boyfriend saw this on the shelf and I was like, I cannot get two, I just can't. I would definitely come back for the other one. So I put that one back, got this one. And as I said, I'm just such a people pleaser, so I was like, I just don't want this worker to see. I just ignored their recommendation. He probably honestly doesn't even care. But I walked to the till and it was like a different worker at the till and they were serving someone else, and then obviously the worker that recommended me the book came and served me, and I felt so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, I swear I'm gonna come back for the other book. But yeah, that's my little drama story of the weekend, but I cannot wait to read this, and I will definitely be going back for that Lucy Foley book. Also, now I've got my hands free, I thought I would show you some of the jewellery I actually got sent by Amnatyler to, I guess, show you guys. I did do an unboxing on my Instagram, so if you want to check that out, definitely go have a look. So first of all, I got this pearl clover ring, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm loving the clover shapes at the minute. I think it looks so elegant and so put together. Then I got just this gold twisted bracelet, which I'm obsessed with. It goes so well in a bracelet stack and it looks really good in my videos when I'm doing like the throwing the books off the bed. It just adds a bit more sparkle. Last of all, I got this pearl bracelet, and honestly I only got this for one reason. One, I do love pearls, but primarily, as I said before, I just read Captain of Fate and there is a character in that book called Lana and she is said to wear like pearl earrings and she loves pearls and stuff, and it just made me get in like a really pearl mood. And when I was choosing what I wanted, I was like, this reminds me of Lana, I'm definitely gonna get this. And in the summer, as I said, I'm going to some certain places and I definitely want to take some book content there, and I think this would be perfect. Hint hint. If in my videos you ever like pieces of my jewellery and they happen to be from Amnatyler, which probably they are, I will always have the link down below. You can also use my code for 15% off, which I will also leave in the description always. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this video here. This video has been a lot of bookish chatter and then just random things in between. I hope it wasn't too chaotic. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and definitely, as I said, give me some more video ideas as my new setup should be here by the time you see my next video, and I'm so excited to have this upgrade. It took me so long to research what camera to get and what mic to get, so hopefully it will all pay off and you guys will get a lovely viewing experience within my book videos. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or night depending on where you are, and I will see you in my next video.